What is up, guys? And today, welcome to the first installment of Hot Sauce Takes, where you as the viewer, I just get your hottest takes and just my reaction to. I've seen other YouTubers like Hoops Reference, Rusty Buckets do this, and I think this would be a great installment in the Mix channel. And this is just the first installment, so I'm just going to be using some other people. But if you're watching this video and you want to be in the video, I guarantee you, for the second episode, if you comment your hottest takes, you will be in the video. I 100% guarantee you. And unless you do it like a bit late before the recording of the video, of course. But yeah, I really want to get you, the viewer, in here. But to be in it, you have to be subscribed to the channel, and that would be greatly appreciated. So, explain Hot Sauce Takes. We basically, like I said, go to your hottest takes about the recent NBA and just some takes that you want me to talk about. And that, yes, they may be controversial, but just takes that some people might agree with, some people might not, and just my opinion on this take. So yeah, this will be episode 1. Like I said, to be in episode 2, just comment down below your hot take, and every hot sauce take will be on Monday. So yeah, so comment before the next Monday, and then you'll be in the video for sure. So yeah, I'm really excited for this series. And also, it would be greatly appreciated if you like the video for more Hot Sauce Take series. Here on the Mix channel, we also make constant NBA content that you're surely going to enjoy. Also, if you're new to the channel, comment down below. I subscribe, shout out. I'll heart your comment, reply to your comment, and shout you out for the next video. Now, today's shoutouts are Neon Apple, and I took it personal. I'll put it on the screen. Shout out to both of you guys. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. Also, a new thing we're gonna do is that there's a giveaway. As you can see on your screen, there is the Mix coin and the Mix Go. And if you subscribe to the channel, you join the giveaway to get this Mix coin and the Mix Go. And I'm sure you really want this. This is cool stuff. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. And it would be really appreciated if you do it, while also you be in the giveaway. Now, let's begin. So, the first take that we're going to be looking at is from Who Is Better. And he says that the 2020 draft is going really underlooked. Now, a lot of people said that this draft class is bad, being weaker than the previous ones. Other people, I personally think, are getting just spoiled from having really good draft classes in the last years. In 2015, you have people like Cat, Booker, D'Lo, Tingus Pingus. 2016, Simmons, B.I., Jaylen Brown, Jamal Murray, Sabonis. 2017, Tatum, Mitchell, Bam, John Collins, and so many other good players. And even 2018, Luka, Trey, Shea, Aiden, Triple J, and even 2019 with Zion, John, Hero. And I agree with this take. This is not as strong as the other ones, but this is still a good fresh amount of talent enters the league. LaMelo, Wiseman, Anthony Edwards, Patrick Williams, Isaac Okoro, Denny Avdija, Tyrese Halliburton, Peyton Pritchard have all been solid contributors, and most of them even better. And there's still people like Precious Achiuwa, Emmanuel Quickley, Obi Toppin potentially, that can really impact the league. So it's just going to be really interesting just how this season goes, or just how this draft goes. This draft is deeper than others. It's not as top heavy as someone like the 2019 draft with Zion, Ja, Hero, but it's just a lot of solid role players, and I'm pretty sure that will contribute to the NBA. So yeah, I do agree on this take that 2020 draft is getting underlooked, but I do have to admit that it's not like as good as the 2018 or 2017 draft. Now, the next take we're going to be looking at comes from Roger, and he says, the Rockets got the worst offer for James Harden. Simmons and Maxey /Thibault, and 2 firsts, or even Brown, Teague, and 2 firsts is a better offer than what they got from the Nets. Now, this is an interesting one. Now, of course, we know the trade went down, and I explained my thoughts in a different video that you should have watched, of course. The Rockets got Karis LeVert, salary players, 8 firsts, 4 of them being unprotected, four of them being unprotected and the other 4 being swaps. They then traded Karras in a second for Victor Oladipo, and now they have a plethora of picks. But Simmons is already an All-NBA player, and yes, he has been struggling, and his offensive aggression hasn't been as good as we thought, but he's still an All-NBA player who can give you a triple-double while having All-NBA first-team defense, and that's really good stuff. Maxey is a young, bright player, and I can see why the Sixers didn't want to give him up. Thibault is an elite defender who is still really young. And then I think, and the picks are just there to sweeten the pot. Now, I'm pretty sure Roger did know that the Celtics weren't really enough to give up Brown, Smart, and picks for James Harden. Danny Ainge only finesses, and he's not going to get finessed. A finesser does not get finessed. So, now the next 3 years of picks won't be good for the Nets. But the 2026 and 2027 picks, you never know. Just like the Billy King area where they traded for an old Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, James Harden, Kyrie, and KD are all free agents on the same year. So it's just going to be really interesting how this goes. But it's just going to be really interesting. I agree with this take right now because Ben Simmons looks like a sure thing, and just having that sure thing other than these picks that you don't know how they're going to be, I think that's better, but we will see in the future. Now, the next take we're going to be looking at comes from Mr. George, and he says, Brandon Ingram has officially become the best player in the 2016 draft over Ben Simmons. The 2016 draft has proven to be an elite class with players like Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, Jamal Murray, Domantas Sabonis, all being borderline all-stars or better. Now, we then narrow it down to Simmons and B.I. for the best. Now, I gotta admit, Brown, Sabonis, and Murray, they're all good players, but you can probably say Brown in it, but they're not as good as Simmons and Ingram. And then, it's just gonna be really interesting. Brandon Ingram, ever since he got traded to the Pelicans, he has won MIP, an All-Star, and one of the best scorers in the entire NBA. And he kind of plays like KD with his, of course, tall frame and just his dominance on the court. Then, Simmons dominated as a rookie, putting up 16, 8, and 8. And although he didn't have a jump shot, he looked like a future Hall of Famer. However, the offense has not improved at all. Yes, his defense has definitely been a lot better. His playmaking in Philly has been a lot better, but he just isn't aggressive enough and still hasn't developed that three-point shot. And then, like I said, his offense has not improved. Like I said before, a lack of aggression is just not good. But everything else is elite. All-NBA player. And it's just going to be really enticing. What would happen if there's a system around Ben Simmons? No Joel Embiid, where he's the co-star, but just him as the superstar. And that would have been really interesting, especially in this Rockets team that has just a lot of shooters with Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, Christian Wood. Now, they, of course, have John Wall, but I think Simmons can play the three, and you're not going to worry about John Wall being the way of being your franchise player. Now, I give the slight edge to Simmons because he wins more and is better all around, but it definitely is an interesting claim, and it's definitely close. Now, the last and final claim we're going to be looking at comes from Michael, and he says that if Kyrie Irving had off the court just the ego of Kawhi Leonard, he would be a top 5 player in the NBA today. Now, Kyrie has missed right now, I think, 6 or 7 games due to personal reasons, which is basically he doesn't want to play. And this is unacceptable. Kyrie on the court is nasty. No one can deny that. However, he is very controversial off the court. He says, like, the earth is flat, spiritual things on social media, burns sage. It just says some really controversial stuff. And then you have someone like Kawhi Leonard, who doesn't just talk much. I have actually a Kawhi Leonard story coming soon. Make sure to check that out. That'll be out in like tomorrow or in 2 days. But Kawhi just doesn't talk too much. He doesn't have social media. Just has no controversy. He just does whatever he wants on the court. And he does it very well. But if Kyrie had that, I personally agree. He would be a top 5 player, mainly because he has the best handles of all time, and his shooting is amazing. And he's just such a good player, and just his reputation is just hurt a lot. Now, I must admit that Kyrie doesn't have the best leadership yet, and if he had the leadership of someone like Chris Paul, then he might be the best player in the whole league, because he's just so flashy, so good with his handles, and we just know it. I think we all forgot how good Kyrie Irving was ever since he left the Cavs, because how bad the Celtics were, or how good the Celtics were without Kyrie, and same with the Nets. But Kyrie is still a generational talent, and if he had like a Kawhi Leonard ego, I personally agree he would be a top 5 player in the league. So yeah, with that being said, that's the end of today's video for the first episode of Hot Sauce Takes. And this was really fun. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts and your own hottest take, so I guarantee you will be in the video. If you guys give me like 8 takes, I'll give my opinion on all of them. I really want to get you guys in it. So yeah, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your hottest takes. Now, peace out and have a good day.